Well, what's up YouTube? Capital G here, making a quick video stating the obvious and really asking the question, where the hell is my ban list, Konami? I feel like at this point, they don't even remember that they're supposed to update this thing a couple of times a year, and I feel like we as the Yu-Gi-Oh community have been pretty good, and we've been definitely patient. The fact is, this ban list has not been updated in over 6 months, and people haven't been acting a fool. I think everybody has been pretty patient up until now, but I think now's the time to just start asking, where the fuck is the ban list at, Konami? Why aren't you updating us? Why aren't you giving us any more information? Because in years past, Konami has actually made posts on like Facebook and Twitter or on their blog site where they're like, hey guys, the ban list is in the works, just be patient, it'll be out within a couple of weeks. I think people just want a little bit of information because we kind of feel neglected at this point, where it's like, did you guys even like have you guys even started on it? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And to be completely honest, why I don't condone these actions, you guys know in the past it has gotten fucking real in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, and I mean real as in people have actually called Konami so much saying, where the fuck is the ban list? We need to know where the fuck is the ban list, that Konami has gotten on Facebook and they've been like, yo, stop calling us guys because we can't get any work done. So you know shit has gotten real in the past, and you know that you have hundreds of thousands of players who play this game worldwide, and everybody would just kind of like to know what the fuck is going on. It's been over half a year, and I mean, isn't it basically like March now? I mean, it's February 28th. March starts tomorrow. We're like 3 months away from North American Nationals, from basically entering the height of competitive season, from the Nationals ramping up in Europe and Nationals ramping up in North America. And it's like, what the fuck? Are we just going to play this format for an entire year? Because you know they're not going to drop a ban list in the middle of like national season. That doesn't really happen. They're not going to drop a ban list, you know what I mean, right between like Euros and US National, or excuse me, North American National. That doesn't make any sense. And I think that they pinned themselves into a really bad and stupid corner, because if you look at the first quarter of this year, look at all the shit that has come out that has affected the meta. You know, obviously you had the just atom bomb that is Raging Tempest that just clearly made Zodiac the best deck, like bar none in the entire game. But then you also have like DDD, you have the Invoke archetype, you've got Fluffles getting more support, you've got Infernoids becoming really big with Void Feast and Lawn Mowing Next Door, or I guess That Grass Looks Greener. And there are so many events right now going on, it's like, man, there wasn't really a great place to drop a ban list. I always thought that right after Pendulum Domination, they probably should have made a ban list then. You know, they could have hit ABC and Metaphors and stuff like that. And while that would have clearly made Zodiac like tier 0, let's be real guys, Zodiac is tier 0 anyway. So whether they dropped the ban list or not, it doesn't really seem like it would have affected the outcome. And now as they kind of wait, it's like the situation just grows more bleak, and it just kind of gets worse and worse for them. It's like, there's an elephant in the room and Konami's kind of ignoring it. And I think that the reason they haven't dropped the ban list is, I don't honestly think they know what to fucking do, because I'm gonna be honest guys, I wouldn't right now, I'm not sure that I fucking know what to do as far as like what are the proper hits to do on the actual ban list. Let me pull up my YGO Pro, and I mean, there are two ways that they can go about it. If I guess you want to do the more fair thing, a lot of people have said, hey, is there even a point of hitting everything or hitting other decks that are not Zodiac? Because it's pretty clear, like you can't even argue about this whether you like the deck or not. Zodiac is the best deck of the format. Invoked, Wind Witch, Eidolon, like the Wind Witch artifact deck is good, but it's not going to be as good as like, it's not going to be as good as Zodiac. And like people have said, does it really make sense to hit anything but Zodiac, considering Zodiac is borderline tier 0 right now? So Konami could do that. Like they could make a list where basically they're just going after Zodiac. They could hit things like Tenki, Terratop, maybe not completely kill the deck, maybe just lightly touch it up, try and bring it down to the power level of like the other decks. But then what would you have? You'd have a bunch of people who have who basically have already bought the Zodiac stuff. You'd have people who are buying Raging Tempest complaining. You'd say, what the fuck, man? I just spent $500 on this deck and you hit the fucking deck 2 weeks after you released it. Like, this is basically Performages and Pals part 2, but Konami has all the they have all the evidence they need, guys. As far as like analytics and stuff like that, they can just look at the results of YCS Seattle and they can say, well, Mo Marat or Rapier was in, you know, third 30 of 32 decks. Like, it basically is tier 0 performances and pals at this point. We're not going to hit ABC when ABC can barely even fucking top. Like, we're not going to ban Dante now when Dante can't even top anymore. We're just going to hit the deck that is actually the problem. Or what they could do is they could go the profit route. They could say, you know what, guys, we could hit Raging Tempest cards, we could hit Zodiac, but we kind of need to continue selling that product, so we're just going to hit the cards that you guys were complaining about. We're going to go ahead, we're going to ban Kieran out of the game, which, completely honest, I still think is something that they should do. We're going to go ahead, we're going to get rid of Seraphonite so that you don't see Brilliant Fusion being splashed into every deck, but my beloved Gem Knights can still play it. We're going to go ahead, we're going to hit Union Hanger, we're going to hit ABCs, but not too much. We're going to get rid of some cards that you guys have been complaining about, like, for a long time. I put Level Eater up here just because it's something that I want them to do so I can be validated, and also I don't like this card in general. I think it is going to be a little broken with link summoning, but that's just I go off on another tangent if I keep talking about Level Eater. Maybe they bring back a couple of cards like Morale Attack and stuff like that, and they just ignore Zodiac. But then you'd have somebody like me saying, okay, clearly this was just a profit ban list. This is March 2012 all over again. If you guys don't know about the infamous March 2012 list, I could do a whole video on that. Basically, it's when it was right after, I believe, Order of Chaos had came out, and it was pretty clear that Plant Synchro was kind of being power creeped out of the game. It was very similar to like Burning Abyss right now, where it's like Burning Abyss just can't survive. It can no longer be like a top deck, and instead of Konami hitting like the 5-card wind up loop or Insectors, which could like completely just blow your entire field up just off a Dragonfly Hornet, they decided to hit plants, and they just ignored all the new Zexal decks, and everybody was like, wait, what the fuck? Why did you ignore these new broken decks and you went after plants, a deck that was already working itself out of the meta anyways? Oh, this was clearly made for profit. And they banned like Glow Up Bulb, they banned Spore, they banned Trishula, they made Plant Synchro completely unplayable, and it was basically just a profit ban list. But it is the biggest example of a profit-made ban list ever, and I think Konami has some serious decisions to make. But at this point, you know, I don't want to sound harsh, guys, but it is their job. Like, you have a job to do. You're being paid by Konami. You know what I mean? Like, they used to tell me at my old job, just get it done. Sometimes I would yell at my employees, and I would say, look, guys, shut up and just get the damn thing done. And I kind of feel like I'm at that point where I'm at that point with Konami where I'm just like, I know you guys have some tough decisions to make. You know what I mean? A deck like DDD, I would give DDD a complete pass because of the way that you shit on it. Like, I wouldn't hit DDD a single bit because the deck hasn't even been relevant long enough for it to have really caused any damage. But Konami, like, just shut the fuck up and get it done. It is ridiculous that it has been over 6 full months and you guys haven't even mentioned the ban list one time, and we are now, you know, just a couple of months from being able to go into like national season. So I don't know, but I'm a little frustrated because it makes it really difficult to know what to test and to know what to invest in when you have no idea when the ban list is going to drop. There's a reason, guys, that I have not made a top 10 budget video. People keep asking me for that. They're like, yo, Cap, can you make a top 10 budget video? It's been a really long time since you've done one. And I'm like, yeah, I really want to make one, but I don't want to make one and then, you know, Thursday night, Konami drops a ban list and my 1 and 2, you know, are not relevant anymore. Some crazy shit. Like, I don't even know how to make videos accordingly because no one fucking knows when the ban list is gonna drop. It's almost like the ban list is like some fucking sexual deviant that's just gonna sneak up on us and be like, hey, you know, surprise butt sex or something like that. And it shouldn't be like that, Konami. Just fucking update us and just get this shit done, because everybody is sick of waiting and it's been 6 months. So do your fucking job. So you guys let me know, what route do you guys think Konami should go after or should go down when making this ban list? And are you guys just fucking sick of waiting? Because I kind of know I am. I would like to actually pick up some cards and play at this April regionals in Charlotte, North Carolina, but I don't want to invest in a big deck. I don't want to invest $300, $400 when the shit might get hit. So as of right now, I'm just playing, you know, I'm just planning on playing like Chainburn and shit. I kind of, if I was making the list, guys, I would do like a very light list, honestly. And then I would do a really big one in like August, right before right before Code of the Duelist dropped. Like, I wouldn't hit Zodiacs too much. I'd hit like 2 cards, and I'd basically say, look, it's still the best deck, but we tried to hit it. I would actually hit some decks like ABC just to, I guess, kind of be fair, and that's what I would do. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm right, because there hasn't been a situation like this where you've had so many fucking tier 1 decks, I guess, released in the span of like 4 months, and Konami is in a shitty position, but they need to do their fucking jobs at this point. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching as always, and subscribe if you have not already.